practice Siamese style mahjong. If you don't know what Siamese style is, there's a link below this video. It's the style where you have two players playing two hands using National Mahjong League rules. Let me show you how it works. I do have these special racks for Siamese style. You don't have to have them, but it is kind of nice. There's a link below the video for that too. All right, so I'm going to grab 28 tiles, because that's what you need when you play two hands. 28 tiles. I'm mixing first. Sounds like a tom-tom. Okay. Here's the first batch. I believe this is correct. Let's see. Four. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 4 is 28. So we have enough tiles. Whoever's east gets 28 tiles. And when I play Siamese style, I like to set them up like this. In the first rack, I put my jokers, then flowers, then winds and dragons. Then I pick a suit, and I usually pick cracks. And then I put the bams and dots on the bottom. Oops. So it usually works out to where you've got plenty of room if you put winds and dragons with flowers on top, one suit, and then two suits on the bottom as a starting point. And then what I do is I look for my multiples. And in this whole batch, I have two. I've got a pair of Norse and a pair of 3 bams. So I am going to try for north and south with 3s for one option. Let's see how this looks if we do that. I want to try to have, that's pretty, yikes, that's not good. I think we're going to have to sacrifice because there's only 6 tiles towards that hand. I think there's going to be a much better option. We could do north and south with, nope, I was thinking north and south with dragons, but that also, even with the joker, that's just not that much. I think we're going to have to sacrifice those norths. But we can totally use the 3s. Let's do a, we could do 1, 3, 3, 5, little odds. Let's see how many we have towards little odds. See, look there. There's 8 tiles towards 1, 3, 3, 5. We could also do 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive and still be in the little odds range. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4, 5. Or little odds, consecutive or little odds with the first option. Then for the second option, I'm seeing also consecutive. I see a lot of 6, 7, 8, 9. And there we're left with 7 discards. So we have in between 1, 3, 3, 5, or what I call little odds, or we could do consecutive 1, 2, 3, 4, or 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on the bottom we have 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. We could even use the 5 and do 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we'll leave that up there though for little odds or consecutive with 1, 2, 3, 4 or 2, 3, 4, 5. And then down here we'll do 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can start discarding, oops, all these. And I would throw the winds away first because we might be able to use the dragons and the flower in either of these options. So that is random pull 1. Okay, let's try again. I think it's easier to put these together before you bring in your rack. Okay, there's our first set. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 24, 25, 26, 7. There we go, 28. Okay, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 7. Okay, we're good. 28 tiles. That seems wrong though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 4 is 28, so that is right. I think I just had them set up differently on my rack last time. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 4 is 28. All right, here we go. Oh, these go down here. Oh, that's right. Okay, now multiples. We've got a pair of south. Then we have a pair of 6s and a pair of 2s. So definitely a 2, 4, 6, 8 option for the first hand. So let's go ahead and move all the odds up. So we'll put all the evens down here, and then we'll see what's possible here. So here's all our evens. Here's 2, 4, 4, 6, 8, and then we'll just hold on to those. Sometimes I like to put my plan B upside down, so I remember not to throw those away yet. I'm probably going to do the, oops, 2, 4, 4, 6, 8 hand, and we do have some jokers we could use for that. So that's plan A, but as plan B, I'll put them upside down so I don't accidentally throw them away. And then as far as what to do with the rest of these tiles, I think definitely we're going to use these jokers down here because I see news with like numbers. And we have, what do we have here? We don't have any pairs, but we do have some like numbers. So we have east, west, and south with 1s, 7s, 5s, and 9s. So whatever we draw first, that's what we'll keep. So I'm thinking the news pair hand, or the news, consecutive pair hand is one option. And then we could do, let's get rid of the ones, because we could still do a 5, 7, 7, 9, 5, 7, 7, 9, even 5, 7, 7, 9 with the opposite dragon. So maybe what we should do is plan A is 5, 7, 7, 9 with the dragon. And that one is the third one down under odds. So we'll do big odds with the opposite dragon, or we'll do news with like number consecutive. So I would say we only really have at the moment 3 discards, and then we just whittle down as we go, as you pick and discard. Let's see here. So if we have 3 discards there, all right, I think that's a good plan, actually. Yeah, okay, let's do one more time. Okay, we got it. Oopsies, that doesn't always work. Jokers, no flowers. We do have a wind and a dragon. We'll put cracks on top. Wow, look at all those cracks. I wonder if we could do the consecutive pair hand, 2 through 8. Consecutive pair hand, we have no gaps. So that's a sequence of 1 through 7, all paired. And we have 2 pair in there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, that's pretty good. So let's hold on to that for option 1, sequence of 1 through 7 pair hand. And then the other option, we've got pairs here, 3 pairs, 6.4 bam, 8 bam. So I think, let's just put those up there. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to use those. So with this situation, probably a evens hand would work, but we would have to, these pairs are not set up right. I'm just going to move these up here so you can see. We've got 2, 6, and then 4, 6, 8. So we would have to sacrifice at least one of those one way or another. So we could do 2, 4, 6, 8 in one suit, basically the last concealed hand on the card in evens, and that would use 2 multiples. Or we could do 2, 4. See, these are not really lining up in the right way. So I want to look at options, because look how many discards we have here. We have 10 discards. To me, that's an indication that there's a better situation here. I'm going to give up on the pair hand. Let's look at maybe 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 on top. Oops, we don't have a 9 crack, so that's not going to work. What about 1, 3, 5? There's a bunch of 1, 3, 5s, and we don't know what hand we're going to play yet. We could just say little odds, and that way it'll give us more to work with in regards to our 2, 4, 6, 8 situation. So we could do, let's see, it's still not really working out very well, is it? 2, 4, 4, 6, and then see we're missing the 8 dot. Let me show you what this one would look like. This is an option, but that is pretty bleak. Look, we would have to throw away 2 pair, and we would have 11 discards. That's worse than the other one. So I still think there's a better choice. What about if we did 2, 3, 4, 5, or 3, 4, 5, 6? Let's look at 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive. There's all the 3, 4, 5, 6. There's another 6. Here's another 6. Okay, so now these are all the 3, 4, 5, 6 options. Let's see if we can use as many of these multiples as possible. So we have 4, 5, or 5, 6, 5, 6. We could do 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Or we could do 4, 5, 4, 5. There it is. 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. Here's 4, 5 in pairs. 4, 5 in pairs. 4, 5 in cracks, and 6 dots. 4, 5 in pairs, 4, 5 in cracks, and then 6 dots. Then up here, we could do like numbers with the 8s, but then look, we're left with 10 discards again. We could do consecutive 7, 8. Here's 6. Let's see, what about if we did 7, 8, 9, where the 8s are in the middle? I mean, we do have a gap because we have no 8 dot and we have no 9 bam. But that would leave us with 9 discards, 10 discards again. So this was a difficult one, actually. Let's see here. What about if we could do lucky 13 maybe? Mixed suit, lucky 13. Let's see what that looks like. So here's a 1, 3. Here's 5 cracks and 8 bands, and then we would, oops, I think I lost a tile. That happened to me in a game. I dropped a tile off my rack, and I found myself short. So make sure that you're counting your tiles. You could lose tiles. Okay, so here's the lucky 13, and of course we have no flowers, but we do have a couple jokers. So then that leaves us with all of these. I wonder if we could play, well, now this 2, 4, 6, 8 hand. Nope, that's the wrong 8 here. If we can use somehow the 4 and the 8 together, and the 6 even. 2, 4, okay. There's a gap here. Oops. We could do 2, 4, 4, 6, 8. 6, what about 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, and we would sacrifice the 4. Here's some 6, 7. Let's look at 6, 7, 8 again. 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we look at a consecutive run of 5, 6, 7, 8, we're left with 10 discards still. 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, let's see, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's really a pretty bleak start. But I think in this situation, that's going to be the best. 4, 5, 6, 7. Either way, we're going to have to sacrifice a multiple. Let's see here. I would just keep the evens for as long as possible to see if consecutive comes in or if evens come in. And then I would get rid of the 5 discards there. That was kind of difficult. So for those people who think this is easy, try it and then decide whether you think it's easy or not. I don't think it's easy. I think it's hard, actually. And then the other element that comes in that makes this difficult is timing while you play, because you can throw up a double Mah Jongg, and timing is critical in that, because you're holding on to a Mah Jongg, a winning hand, until your second one is ready, and then you put them both up at the same time. You get paid double for both hands. So I think there are elements of this style that really make it quite challenging. So give it a try and come back and tell me what you think about it. I think it's quite challenging, and it's a lot of fun, actually. So between now and the next Siamese modeling, may all your picks be keepers.